What's happening, guys? So we are back, and this time it's a reaction video. Yes, a reaction video. I know I haven't given you one of those for a while, really. I mean, not a reaction to another content creator in specific, but as you guys see in the title, you know, Lee Gunner becoming the new Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit. Those of you who don't know, that's where I got this clip from. Let me just find it. Again! Yeah, that guy. So why am I, before I get started with this reaction, why am I saying that, Lee Gunner is possibly the new Myron? It's simply crashing out to the point of where your channel could actually get damaged for how you go about things, but because you're setting your ways, you're doing things or you're about to do things, and it's almost like you don't care about the consequences. Now, Myron from Fresh and Fit, they were big time on YouTube. They were earning millions from YouTube. They were the highest super chat channel on YouTube. Like, them man were living like every content creator's dream when you think about it, really. But then Myron decided to crash out because he wanted to talk about certain things, knowing that that was going to damage his channel, knowing that that could get them demonetized and everything like that. Because he anticipated it. And then what happened now is Myron's essentially moving like somebody who's had a mental breakdown. You know what I mean? When you look at where they were, what they were doing, I'm not saying that the guy's not rich anymore or anything like that, but the money that they were getting on YouTube, like, they're not getting that anymore. You know what I mean? The man's struggling to get paid on online now, apart from like Rumble and them. You know what I mean? And from what I'm going to react to in this video, I'm getting that kind of vibe from Lee Gunner kind of thing. So yeah, let's react to this. Let's talk about this. I'm sick of them sweatsuits and them corny hats. Let's talk about it. Christ. So what I'm going to do, I know exactly where I need to be to play exactly the part I want to play, but we're just going to go through, because this is a stream on his Lee Reacts channel where he was doing a watch along. And even when you scroll through the little scroll bar, it's alarming that look how much he's talking about Henry Wright TV. Now, this video is basically Lee Gunner gunning for Henry Wright TV because of his clickbaiting. So we're going to get into it. So let's go.
2.273. Look at that. Right, let's go.
Like fair use and all that stuff. You know what I mean? Fair use.
Is into the January trend. We are 24 days in.
We are 24 days into the transfer window, and I've lied to you for all of them. But don't worry, guys, because this guy's told us, isn't it? This guy's told us. This guy has told us, guys, that Arsenal complete deal. Cool. We'll cook him on Twitter if he's chatting shit.
So, obviously, the title of Henry Talks Football is Arsenal complete deal. So obviously he's going down the Terry Flewers route, right? Which we all knew. And yeah, it is cringe, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? I've seen content creators, right?
I've seen him do it.
I've seen content creators out here, right, that was sucking off Arsenal, right, when it was cool to suck off Arsenal. But then too bit of a telling off from Lee Gunner, and now they stopped doing it. But I'll touch on that a small section in a second.
I've seen him do it.
Didn't mean to do that.
Bless up everyone locked in. Smash the likes up. Yeah, why is it not a question mark? He normally puts question mark, guys. Because he's grifting, bro, because his views are down, because people have sussed him out. Get all the subs in the world, bro. This guy end up with 1 million subs here, getting fucking 25,000 views with 1 million subs. But he only cares about getting that plaque, bruv. Trust me, this guy's all about the clout. He looks fucked. Look, bruv, real talk, yeah. Get some sleep, brother.
Now, these men were friends, right? Emirate TV was chilling in Lee Gunner's house and everything. I don't know what went wrong. I don't know what went wrong. But now he's come to this. He's come to this now. I mean, it's like you look at where some friendships were and then where they are now, and you think, what the fuck, y'all? You know what I mean? Well, let's get into it.
No, I need a haircut. I can't lie. Yeah, but real talk, bruv. You've seen me do streams, yeah, for 8-9 hours, yeah, and then get up and do a stream 5 hours later and go for another 14 hours on match day. What the fuck is this guy doing to get bags like this, bruv? Stop it. Get some help.
Into the January transfer window. And Arsenal, yes, we're
Let me speak this proud because he speaks bare slow.
speaking about Arsenal again. Yes, it's another transfer video. But
Oh, we're speaking about Arsenal again because it's another transfer video. Okay, cool. Why don't you speak about the teams that have signed players, bro? Why don't you speak about Renato Viega, who's gone to Juventus from Chelsea? Make sure
It's because it's not marketable for them. These men know what they're doing when it comes to grifting. I mean, these men know that what they're doing. I remember, let's not forget, right? At the start of this season, right, before Lee Gunner told them off, Footy Judge Moore and Don Hussam were both sucking off Arsenal. Man, we're talking about Arsenal scary. They were doing that in the videos until Lee Gunner called them out. Because Lee Gunner called out the fact that, you know, it's cool to suck Arsenal off, right? But then when it comes, but you don't have the same sort of standards for your club. Now, I've seen Don Hussam, right? I've seen him do it. Every time I watched, you know, the footy reactions, the goal reactions, right? And I remember I used to see him, because obviously he'd do a watch along for Arsenal games as well and everything like that. And he used to be one when it was like, go, Golazzo, 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 go, Arsenal score, go. Now, I've watched recent ones, and when it, because obviously he's on the hate alongs now. You know what I mean? When I watch the rival reactions of you know, goals going in for Arsenal, you know, the hate alongs. Now he's like, when teams score against Arsenal now it's hold that. So hang on a minute. So it went from Golazzo to hold that. Now, because Slot looks like he might win the league. Now, see, it's not cool to suck Arsenal off anymore, is it? So this is why I can see why League Gunner got pissed off with man just wanting to pounce on Arsenal and just grift because they don't mean it. Because man don't mean it. They don't mean it. But League Gunner telling off Footy Judge Moore and Don Hussam has shit scared them into not doing it again. So now Don Hussam's is now a rival that he should have been in the first place instead of trying to suck off Arsenal. With Henry talks football now, he ain't shook of League Gunner like that. He's still doing the grifting. He's still doing the terroting. And he don't care. And because of that, that's got on the wrong side of League Gunner to the point where League Gunner is gunning for this guy and is essentially wanting to take him out. No Paddy McGuinness. Let's get it.
you keep an eye on the gulp count. Yep.
With
a bit.
Oh, show us.
the news that come out 20 minutes ago. Sky Sports reported that Wolves would sell Cunha for £60 million. However, UOL are now reporting that Wolves would demand £67.5 million.
Who the fuck are UOL, bruv? UOL.
Let's skip a little bit.
Yeah, he's grilled about questions. Arsenal fans do have some good news, however. Romano's come out and said Ben White, quote on Arteta, Ben White's recovery, very good. He hasn't trained with the team yet, but he's very, very close.
Now, I'm curious. I'm very curious, right? And I want you guys So help me out.
Just help me to understand.
Should Tottenham become good, how much do you think Henry Talks Football will be covering Arsenal like this? I've told you all that, like, the way you lot feel about Man United fans that are from London, that's what a Tottenham fan would be if Tottenham were good. You know how people, they'll look at United fans that are from London and like, oh, they're the most gobbiest, they're this, they're that, or whatever it is when it comes to Arsenal. Yeah, they're Spurs fans if Spurs was good. So don't you think Henry Talks Football would be the same? And this is the thing. This is what I'm saying. Don Hussam had his pants down when Arsenal, at the start of the season, talking about Arsenal scare. Now he's enjoying seeing Arsenal concede goals now. Man talking about hold down. See how man can change? This is how you know a man don't mean it, and you know it's an out and out grift. That's what makes it cringe. We know Henry Talks Football will go down the same route, but Spurs are that shit that this is what it's come to. But because he's not backing down like Don Hussam and Footy Judge Moore did when Lee Gunner called him out, Lee Gunner is took it to the next level, which we are going to get into.
So what's that got to do with the complete deal? Tell us when the complete deal happens, please. Because we're still waiting for the complete deal. Yeah, you've wasted 3 minutes, 24 seconds of our time, bruv.
It's clickbait.
You told us inside 15 seconds there's no complete deal. Your watch time must be dead, bruv. Basically, guys, just so in case you've just joined, Arsenal complete deal. Let's just refresh it because he's probably changed his title. And if he ain't, he will in the next 5 minutes.
Now, I'm just going to say what people would have said to me if it was me, right? I'm going to say what people would say if it was me doing this. I'm making, I'm going to say what people will say to me right now, actually. Why does it matter to you, mate? Why do you care so much? Why? It's not ruining your day, is it? That's the shit people say to me. When people were saying, he makes videos about rants. You know what I mean? It was, like Finesse 2 times says, it's cool when they do it. But let me just talk about something that somebody's done or said from their own mouths. Suddenly, why did it bother you? I thought you were an Arsenal fan, man. You know what I mean? That's what it was with me. When it's somebody else, who around him, around Lee Gunner, who around him is going to say, look, fam, we know Henry Talks Football is grifting, but, all these videos about him, he used to be your friend. All these videos, cussing him out, calling him out of his name, and all that stuff. It's a bit too far now. Who's doing that? I didn't make not one reaction video calling man out like that. I just stuck to what I said. I mean, maybe I get onto toxic positive fans a little bit, but even then, I'm not actually out here, nowhere near as bad as this. But anyways,
Arsenal complete deal.
Take any Premier League player on loan, for instance, a Matthias Cunha, because both their loans are with Raheem Sterling and Neto. I think it's fair to say that Raheem Sterling has been a bit of a.
I'm just going to whiz through some of this because I know where I want to get to. I just want to whiz through.
Yeah, don't take me and my advice, on football, bruv, when it comes to scorelines.
Hang on, I haven't even seen this. Arsenal's scary win. Odegaard and Havertz incredible. Arsenal 3, Dinamo Zagreb 0. So he went back to the scary route. I bet Don Hussam didn't do that though, did he? I bet he didn't turn around and say, "Oh, Arsenal's scary." I bet he didn't do it. You know what I mean? I bet he didn't do it.
I've seen him do it.
You know what I mean? Because Lee Gunner shit scared them out of doing it. You know what I mean? They didn't want no smoke from Lee Gunner. That's why they stopped doing it. So they after that stream when Lee Gunner was had them both on the stream, right? After that stream, they were like,
Crying to me, and I'm not having it.
you know what I mean? Now it's hold that, and I'd never seen that prior to this season. It was letter. You know what I mean? So that it was that fake whole Arsenal scary, let's suck off Arsenal hype, which is why I could see why Lee Gunner gets pissed off with people that do that. You know what I mean? I just think that this is taking it too far. When in fact, let me just play a little bit more now. Get straight to the point.
Crying to me, and I'm not having it.
That was an accident. I meant to. Yeah.
I'm just looking at how Las Palmas have played for the last 18 months and how Osasuna have played for the last God knows how long I've watched him. Bruv, my ball has been stinker and hooked, bruv. For Ollie McBurn authenticity.
Now let's get straight to the main bit, right? The main point is what I wanted to build it up to.
Yeah, and he knows that Flowers chat shit, bruv. Yeah. You've only got to listen to the way he starts his thing. Look, watch.
24 days into the January transfer window. And Arsenal, yes, we're speaking about Arsenal again. Yes, it's another transfer video. But they're on the verge of completing a deal. We'll get to that.
We'll get to that in a minute. Right?
In a second. Matthias Cunha, according to reports, is forcing a move out of Wolves. Nottingham Forest.
24 days. Now watch the way Flowers opens his streams. Exactly the same thing, bro. Yeah, this guy is a fucking liar. Yeah, and I'm going to report every single one of his videos, and he can hold that, bruv. And I'm
Just help me to understand. Ah!
Man said he's going to report his videos. Man said he's going to report his videos.
What?
Now, this is why I say he's going down the route of Myron.
Again!
You can actually get, your channel could actually get done for, just trying to basically copyright, oh, not copyright strike, but basically trying to flag channels. Now, he said he's going to do it because it's misinformation that Henry Wright TV, Henry Talks Football is doing, right? He said because it's misinformation. Now, Arsenal complete deal. Couldn't you pushing for Arsenal move? That's the title of his video. For all we know, Arsenal complete deal, because of the way it's worded, it might not. There's a chance it might not even fall under the guidance of misinformation. Hear me out. Arsenal complete deal. Arsenal have completed the deal. Arsenal have completed a deal. You know what I mean? You see, Arsenal complete deal. You could remix that and say, I'm saying that Arsenal are the complete deal. You know what I mean? Like, I think the wording. Let's say Henry's video doesn't get done. It doesn't get done for misinformation. It will probably be because it says Arsenal complete deal, and that can be people can turn around and say, well, Arsenal complete deal. He might be saying Arsenal are the complete deal. He could be saying that, you know what I mean? Because he hasn't put Arsenal have completed the deal or a deal. It's these clickbaiters know what they're doing, you know. You know what I mean? These clickbaiters, they know how to word things so it can fall under the guidance of, well, I didn't say that. You know what I mean? Because Arsenal complete deal, Henry can turn around and say, I did say Arsenal have completed the deal. I could have said Arsenal are the complete deal. Like, it could be any way you want to slice it, kind of thing. You know what I mean? That's why he didn't put Arsenal have completed the deal. He didn't put have in there. Because then have, that means, oh, well, they've completed the deal, so tell us what the deal is. And then if it's not, then, yeah, you've misinformed people. You know what I mean? clickbaiters know what they're doing. Terry did it with it was when he put Ten Hag sacked before he got sacked. Oh no, what is it? Was, I can't remember how it went now. Lee gonna picked up on it anyway, but I can't remember how it went now. But it made it look like Ten Hag was sacked or something like that when he wasn't. But they know what they're doing. You know what I mean? So, but this is gone too far. You know what I mean? Like this guy went from your homeboy, and I say homeboy because man came all the way out to Spain to him, right, on a whole holiday, whatever. And then man was in his home, they were all doing watch-alongs together and everything like that. And then it's gone to this. And because Henry Talks Football has turned into, you know, somebody that'll do anything for money.
I will do anything for photos.
You know, it's made Lee essentially crash out in terms of like he similar fashion to Myron, really. Apart from like doing this, trying to go for like I'm gonna take your channel down. I'm gonna make it my life's work to take your channel down kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's like it could impact your channel now for doing that. YouTube might look at that and say, well, hang on, you're trying to take somebody's livelihood down for what? Yeah, they're clickbaited, but you know what I mean? Their channels out there, clickbait. The clickbait using half-naked women in the thumbnails, and then what they'll talk about those women in the video, but they're not. You know, the video makes it look like there's more to see, kind of thing. It's you know what I mean? I just don't think that, despite how annoying, you know, when people clickbait and whatever it is, I don't think it's worth crying to the point where you want him to take somebody's channel down. And he said he'll use his main channel to do it. So imagine if his main channel, like, you know, was to take a hit because of that. You know what I mean?
I'm going to report him off my main channel, which has clout, bruv, because it's verified. So hold that, you prick. Yeah, hold that. Misinformation, bruv. Misleading title. Arsenal complete deal. Where? A complete deal is done, right? It's over the line. But the thumbnail, just so you can all see, for you that have just joined, is Sesko and Cunha. 60 million bid. No question mark, guys. It's an exclamation mark. Arsenal complete deal, exclamation mark.
Now, with these clickbaiters, I thought they'd have been smarter to put, you know, a question mark than an exclamation mark. Even still, what I said earlier, Arsenal complete deal. I don't know. I don't think YouTube are going to look at that and say that they are trying to say that. Because I think YouTube might look at it and say, well, they could be saying Arsenal. It could be another way of trying to say Arsenal had a complete deal, kind of thing. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just thinking more than just, you know, that, because it doesn't say Arsenal have completed a deal, whatever. It complicates the title, really, when you think about it. Because obviously, looking at it, Arsenal complete deal, you think, oh well, that we've completed a deal. But when you get technical about it, I don't know. I'm just not sure. I'm saying this to say he could report that all he wants. I'm not sure it's going to do anything. If he said Arsenal have completed a deal, and then the video's nothing but none of that, you know what I mean? That's when I can see, you know, I'll have a more of a leg to stand on. But you never know. The reporting might work. But Henry Talks Football, he might have changed his title by now. If he has, then you know what I mean, then that's it. You know what I mean? If he's changed his title, then I don't think anything can be done now, even if he report his video. Because it's like, oh, I've changed it, kind of thing. But this is a crash out, in my opinion. This is a crash out. Like, let me do anything like this, and what people will say to me is, I need to get a life. Why are you spending hours talking about somebody else? Why do you keep doing videos about stuff like this? People say all this shit to me, right? Who around Lee Gunner is saying to him, look, this is too far? You know what I mean? Because in all fairness, if I'm seeing, let's say I've got a friend who's also online that makes this content. If I'm really their friend, I'm going to be talking to these men and trying to talk these men out of going down that kind of route. You know what I mean? But if not, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the crash out, basically, for entertainment. That's just the way I see it. That's just the way I see it. Like I said, I'm not trying to say to somebody they shouldn't react to anybody. You know what I mean? Me of all people can't say that. I'm just saying this whole route of, you know, you're calling the person out of the name, and every single thing that they're doing, you're digging upon it, and it's gotten to the point now where it's like, I'm going to stalk you to take you out, basically. You know what I mean? I did videos based on what somebody said, and I reacted to it and took the piss out of it. And people were tapping out from that, talking about you had Rance from the fight, man. Rance was like, I want to fight him now. You know what I mean? And now imagine if I was gunning for anyone in particular, and I'm calling them out the name and everything. Now imagine if I went that far. You know what I mean? I didn't go that far. You know what I mean? Like if we was just taking a piss, he's taking a piss kind of thing. But the fact that the person used to be your homeboy, essentially, that's what makes it all worse. You know what I mean? Christ.
So they're both statements, right? Couldn't you push him for Arsenal move? Exclamation mark. He's robbed 27k views, guys. Speaks on his own club, 3.4. Arsenal agreed personal terms with Cunha, question mark. Why is it a question mark? Because literally, less than 24 hours later, yeah, you've said we completed a deal and he's in the thumbnail, mate, with Sesko.
But the thing is, the title says Arsenal complete deal. It can be seen as Arsenal are the complete deal, or Arsenal have completed a deal. But because it says Arsenal complete deal, I don't think that that's enough. I don't think that's enough to get his channel in trouble or that video in trouble. But we'll see. But man's dedicated his whole watch along basically to his former friend who he doesn't like what he's putting online. I mean, I'd understand if Henry Wright was out here cussing Lee Gunner and cussing his family, cussing his house because he's been to it or something like that. You know what I mean? Like proper game. I can understand stuff like that, but when it's over just this, I mean, I'd take the piss out of the person, but not in a way of where I'm not your friend, I can't stand you, you're a wanker now type shit. And this is what I mean about like Myron vibes, right? Myron Gaines vibes. You know what I mean? These kind of vibes.
Again!
You know what I mean? Jesus.
And he's pushing for the move. Yet his manager has said that he ain't pushing for no move and he's in the squad. So who's lying here? Get out of here, you dickhead.
Levantarte a la...
Shut up, you prick.
In Raheem Sterling or Neto's loan. Now, why this is important is because as it stands, Arsenal owe the game, individuals. Now, Romano, whenever he put that Arsenal are busy or trying to be busy, he's also put another quote out.
So when I'm doing this, when I'm reacting to people, I'm doing it for views. I'm doing it for clout. You know what I mean? So do I need to reach 100,000+ subscribers to then do shit like this? You know what I mean? Because how is this any better than what I'm doing, if you know what I mean? Like, I'm just reacting because somebody said something. And I'm taking the piss out of it. You know what I mean? This reaction is based on what somebody's saying, what somebody's doing with their own channel. But a step further, or steps further. I'm going after this person, not only calling them names and everything like that, but I'm looking to take their channel down. So I'm mild compared to this. You know what I mean? So are people in the comments asking why is it bothering him so much? What effect does it have on you? You know, the same shit I was getting. What effect does it have on you, mate? Why does it bother you so much? I thought this guy was your friend. That's what people should be saying. People should be out here saying, "Fam, man, this guy was your homeboy. What happened? Why are you going after him so much?" You know what I mean? It's like, you're going to spend your time going after this guy. This is shit that people, I'm assuming, would be saying, but it'll be a small minority. They'll be out here saying, "Look, fam, I know he's got a lot of haters as league gunner, but you know what I mean? It's like, I mean, like, if he's clickbait, Henry's clickbaiting, fine, but all this, I think the whole watch along was basically dedicated to this. I can't see the hold on. Yeah, so you're doing the watch along. So it was like half an hour in is when he got onto Henry Wright TV, and since then he's spent over an hour on him. Oh my days, he did. You mean so most of the 3 hours, 2 minutes, he spent a large portion of it on Henry. And even when you don't see him down here in the little scroll here, he's probably still talking about him. I don't think Henry's responded directly to Lee Gunner, but you know what I mean. I all these, oh my days, and people getting onto me because I was doing bare videos about rants. And all I'm doing is just taking the piss out of shit he said. You know, Rashford and Mbappe, there's not a lot in it. Forget the penalty that Rashford missed in Euros. It was all about his penalty against PSG in the Champions League for his club. You know what I mean? Maino's better than Declan Rice. You know what I mean? Flip trophies, don't want them. But then next minute flip flops. Oh yeah, trophies, everything.
Saying, Arteta said we lost two very important players in Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Jesus. We lack goals, we lack people, and we lack options. It's clear. If we can get the right player, then we are actively looking at it. We are working on it. Yes. Now, David Seaman on the TalkSport
Man like Lee doing the Calafrio celebration.
podcast in the last couple of days
David Seaman as a source, you know.
said Arsenal are working round the clock. His assumption is right now they are working round the clock to bring in a striker.
David
Now,
Seaman, you know.
If they don't bring in a striker,
That's the
it's as simple
verified
as that.
source, guys.
They're not going to win the league. They're not going to win the Champions League. They've been very good in the Champions League so far.
But you said scary win, and Sterling stepped up. And then we've got an amazing defense.
I've seen him
And
do it.
we drew with Atalanta. We slapped Sporting. Matt Ryan. I tweeted it out. I ain't got proof of that, but it was on a previous Twitter account, which I no longer have. Matt Ryan. Eyes emoji. Done. Not one mutant, not one journo, not one fucking in the know said it. Literally the next day, wake up, Arsenal announced Matt Ryan to Arsenal. In 3 hours. Impossible. Let's go and get Jokeris. But you've said that we need two. Your words. Your words.
Port on Cunha. Arsenal hold fresh Matthias Cunha talks. It was not only Sesko who Arsenal are looking at this month. Wolves forward Matthias Cunha is a man in demand right now, and according to Football Transfers, the Gunners have held talks with the players' representatives over a potential deal. Give Me Sport also add that Arsenal believe Cunha wants to follow Sesko this month. Now,
Bear in mind, as I keep saying, guys, this was his former friend. This is his former friend. You know what I mean? Now, some people might turn around and say, "Oh, but it's deeper than just that, mate. There's more to this than meets the eye." Right? Okay, well, what is it then? What is the beef between them two that's deeper than what we know? Oh, but I'm not saying because it's all for due course. You know what I mean? I hate shit like that. I hate when people do that. They'll do shit online. They'll do the most online, right? And then the audience is thinking, "Oh, well, what's going on there then?" So the audience will then ask, "So what's the deal between you two then? Why is it that it's so much animosity?" "Oh, well, I'll explain in due time, mate." It's like, hang on a minute. So we're led to believe this guy's a dickhead, this guy's this guy's that, but then you're withholding from us why the person is what it is because you're going to tell us in your own time. I hate shit like that. You might as well accuse somebody of something and then turn around and say, "Oh, but I've got the information as to, how I know the person did it." Meanwhile, that person's there taking all this heat because people are saying that this person's this and that and the other. But then this person who supposedly knows exactly what the deal is withholding that information. I hate shit like that. You know what I mean? I hate shit like that. So as far as I know, this vendetta Lee Gunner has against Henry Talks Football is that, he thought he was a real one, but he turned out to be a fake one when he made content to try and get clout and money. You know what I mean? Like, there's people, the thing is, there's people out here that are selling drugs. Yeah. There's people out here that are actually doing things that actually harm people. And some of these people are cool with these people type of thing. You know what I mean? So some of the same kind of people that arms house over little shit will know or are friends with somebody that does worse. And they're still cool with them. I want to know what Henry Talks Football did that actually hurt people. That's actually damaging to people. I want to know what he did. Because if it's just clickbaiting and he just wants views, he just wants the YouTube plaque, he just wants money, he just wants clout fame, he just wants to copy other people. The copying of people is what it is. You can complain, bitch, whine, moan, but people are going to do it. Because obviously the thing is that he's copying Alice Talks Football with the titles and all that stuff, and apparently she's fed up of it and whatever and all this stuff. So there's that on top of it because he had Lee Gunner had cats from the Big Six. No, Never Foul, sorry. And he exposed that he is copying off Alice Talks Football and blah blah blah. But yeah, it's like these men are going to do what these men are going to do. Like people like Terry, Henry, they're going to do what they're going to do, innit? You know what I mean?
Now, if Arsenal went out there and splashed the cash and spent £100 million and brought in Cunha, who can play on the right, and brought in Sesko, then I personally would back them to go and push Liverpool to the very, very end. But you've also got to think, if they spend £100 million on those two, would it not make sense for Arsenal to go out there at around 100 to put another quote out saying, Arteta said, we lost two very on the TalkSport podcast in the last couple of days, said Arsenal to bring in a striker. Now, if they don't bring in a striker, it's as simple as that. They're not going to win the league. They're not going to win the Champions League. They've been very good in the Champions League so far.
But you'll keep putting scary Arsenal videos out, so shut up then.
They've been very defensively sound. They look, a very, very good team, but they need to bring someone in. And if they don't, it'd be absolutely criminal. Now, in terms of where Arsenal are at right now, it looks like it's going to be Cunha or Benjamin Sesko. Now, the Standard have put out a report on Benjamin Sesko and they've put out a report on Cunha. Arsenal hold fresh Matai.
This guy chats shit, man.
But you've also got to think, if they spend $100 million...
En Amazon descubrirás promociones.
Ignore them. Let's go to their invest. Are in the fucking thumbnail, 60 million bid. Arsenal complete deal. Cunha pushing for Arsenal. So it can only be Sesko, right? Because he's in the thumbnail. Clickbait level fucking 100. He's learned from Flowers, lads. Nearly 9 minutes into 11 minutes. You're a pussy, brother, and I'm going to bury your channel this year. Hold that. Yeah, hold that.
God damn. Stop it. Get some help.
Christ. Let's hear that again.
And it's a throwaway quick comment. Nearly 9 minutes into 11 minutes. You're a pussy, brother, and I'm going to bury your channel this year. Hold that.
Stop it.
Yeah, hold that.
Get some help.
Real talk. Hold that.
Alexander Zinchenko is expected to leave Arsenal before January transfer window shut.
So I'm gonna probably leave it. Well, I'll play a little bit more, but then I'll end leaving it there. But so let's just say Lee Gunner is successful in burying his channel, right? Let's say Henry's channel gets taken off YouTube. Really? I don't know if I'd feel good about helping getting someone's channel removed because they're clickbaiting. Like, I just can't imagine it. I can't imagine. Just think of some guys in the chat that will be in the chat. Well, this is not live anyway, but just in the comments, you can, put the timestamp, right, to this point. Think of something to where, can you imagine you doing it? For example, me flagging someone's channel to get them buried. Whatever he means by that. Buried meaning maybe nobody watches him anymore or deleted from YouTube. Let's just say any one of those I achieve by me flagging that person. I can't imagine me doing that because somebody's clickbaiting. I can't imagine doing it to a channel because the channel is clickbaiting. It's copying somebody else. I can't imagine it. You know what I mean? That will be a crash out if I do that. That would be me having nothing better to do or whatever. But I just can't imagine. Wanting to do that. I can't imagine giving a shit that much. You know what I mean? The person is... Henry's not the reason people are doing crazy shit online. Like, he's not the reason people are committing self-deletion. He's not the reason that, children are becoming more degenerate. He's not the reason for none of those things. I'm baffled as to how how somebody can have so much venom in them to another channel to want to get them taken off. I mean, I could understand more if Henry was doing to Lee what I was doing to Rance in terms of making videos, making bare videos, reacting to shit they said. I can understand that more. But even then, Jesus, man.
Stop it. Get some help.
Shuts. Borussia Dortmund are in the market for a new left back, and I believe to put Zinchenko. Top of their wanted list for Florian Plettenberg. Also said about a day or two ago that.
Did you notice he nearly slipped there? He nearly said Fabrizio. Who's Florian Plettenberg, bruv? Has this cunt ever got anything right?
Believe to put Zinchenko. Top of their wanted list for Florian Plettenberg. Also said about a day or two ago that they are very, very close to. You look at tomorrow's game.
This is in 1.5 times speed. Yeah, let's play this in normal speed. How anyone watches this guy is crazy. Let's put this in normal speed.
Window shuts. Alex, if they don't bring someone in, and just to give you a bit of the news regarding the done deal, Alexander Zinchenko is expected to leave Arsenal before January transfer window shuts. Borussia Dortmund are in the market for a new left back, and I believe to put Zinchenko top of their wanted list for Florian Plettenberg. Also said about a day or two ago that.
Show us the link. A day or two ago. Show us then. How do we know he said that? Because most of the weirdos that watch you, bro, ain't checking it. So how do we know that? Show us. You love sharing the screen. He loves sharing the screen, guys. So Florian Plettenberg, who's probably never called anything right, like Sammy fucking Mock Bell End. Yeah. Share the screen. Gulp.
They are very, very close to
gulp
to put in pen to paper. Now you look at tomorrow's game, Wolves versus Arsenal. My prediction.
See how it's swapped. So we literally had less than 20 seconds on a complete deal, guys. And the guy that he's talking is a complete deal. Is not in the thumbnail or the title. Hold that. Your channel's finished in 25, brother. Year of the demise. And I swear, I'm mad petty, bruv. Yeah. And I'll leave you alone for 3 months, 6 weeks, 2 weeks, 5 months, 8 months. But then when I want to cook you, I'll do a whole 8-hour cook session, bruv.
Stop it. Get some help.
I think we'll leave it there. Jesus. Man would spend 8 hours if he had to. I don't want to hear nobody comment on any of my videos saying, I have nothing better to do. You're obsessed with blah, blah, blah. I thought you were an Arsenal channel. I don't want to hear none of that shit. In fact, let me be petty. If I hear or see any of that shit on my channel, right, there's a possibility you're getting blocked. Because if you are subscribed to Lee Gunner and me, that means you're at least aware of something like this. So now I don't want to hear nobody say, oh, well, why are you doing this now? I don't hear that. You know what I mean? I'm not one out here dedicating. I wouldn't be the one out here dedicating a whole stream about something else on a reaction. You know what I mean? This was meant to be Las Palmas versus Osasuna live La Liga watch along, and most of it has been about Henry Wright. You know what I mean? Some could say that's clickbait. You know what I mean? Some could say that's clickbait. His title says it's Las Palmas versus Osasuna live La Liga watch along. Most of that stream is basically reacting to Henry Talk Football. You could technically put that under the guidance of this is a bit of a clickbait. This I thought this was a football match watch along. Anyways, I'm gonna leave it there. Like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe. I might get 2-bit heat for making this reaction, but dare I make a reaction to certain content creators? You see, you man know. If you man has been subscribed to me long enough, you man know I don't give a shit. Like names go in the title. You know what I mean? The only reason why I don't tag names anymore, because right at the start I did. But the reason why I don't is because I get less views when I do that. I said it. I'm not one of those people that's like, I ain't doing this for views. I'm just being organic. No, I'm doing both. Anything I or anybody puts online, they want the views. I know if I put the tagged name in the title, I get less views for doing that. So if I just put the name, I'll get the views. Plus, if I kept making content on a specific person and I kept tagging their name, they could, if they wanted to, say this person's harassing me online. Because me tagging them is they're getting notified that I'm making these videos. I'm talking about them. Whereas if I just put the name, it's all in the air, essentially. You know what I mean? But I will put who I'm talking about. I ain't putting this person's crashed out and in the videos about Lee, for example. Or is this the new Myron Gaines? Nope, that's not my title. My title is something along the lines of, because I haven't fully created it as I'm making this video. Like, I've got the thumbnail though. Lee Gunner is becoming the new Myron Gaines, ? Something along them lines. You know what I mean? I'm name dropping, fam. That's what I do. You know what I mean? You get more views doing that. Sue me. Get me. Anyways, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe. And yeah, we've got episode 8 now of FC25 Phase 2. You know, we're still unbeaten in the Premier League. We're out of the EFL Cup. So we've just got the FA Cup that's coming up soon and the Champions League as well. So yeah. Anyway, stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys in the next stream, next video, whatever.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me,
come and find me. I'm in the car park now.
Because I'm a black belt.